All right, mine's charged up.
I like that mine takes longer. Gives me time to think.
I'll be at the pool.
On Intel Evo presents Cricket Evolved, we look back at IPL 2022 and we see how the game has evolved and what stood out in terms of new trends and patterns. And one takeaway will certainly be the first retired out that was used strategically by the Rajasthan Royals with Ravichandran Ashwin earlier in the season. Let's ask Dan Vettori, of course himself a coach around many leagues in the world in the IPL too, whether this is now here to stay. Could this likely be used more and more in the game?
I wish it was used retroactively or go back and pull some people out of games. No, I think it is here to stay. I think it's a good rule. I think it's tactical, and I think when you bring in rules that are tactical and not just gimmicky, I think they really work. And the one time that's been used this season so far was the right call, and it was great to see.
Does this open the door, though, for other rules to come in? Let's take some suggestions, because they've come in with quite a bit of thought. This is from user BK63. Substitutes, not just for concussions, but also for any injury that makes a player unavailable for a particular match. We saw towards the end of the league phase, Harshal's injury, which ruled him out from bowling some key overs. What do you make of that, possibly?
I understand the sentiment, but it'd be difficult to police. I think when someone's not bowling well, pull them off for an injury. So I think that would be just one step too far and too hard to manage for the umpires.
I mean, you do have the external and internal injury thing, which they tend to apply for time out and time in. Yeah. Can't go that way now.
Well, in the strategic times, they just get a circle and just whack someone's hand. You're out.
Yeah, Dan doesn't mean that. Sure. Yeah, you don't take him too seriously. That is not how the game evolves or humanity evolves. But anyway, there's another comment. Let's take that one, shall we? This is from Raghavendra. And I don't mind this, because if you can take out a batter anytime you want, retiring him out, what about swapping a bowler midway in an over without any restrictions on the same bowler coming up again later? We don't have that facility. If a bowler doesn't seem to be bowling well, you want to take him off midway and bowl somebody else. Would you welcome that?
I suppose, once again, it's tactical. It's understanding that a bowler's not doing well, or you're trying to sneak someone for a potential matchup. But I suppose how many times can you do it an over? Can you do it every ball? So there's a few things around it, but I don't mind it. Once again, as long as it's a tactical manoeuvre, I'm happy with those things.
All right, so let's see if the game evolves to that degree. Thank you very much to Daniel Vettori, and a big thank you to both users who sent those rather thought-provoking points on where the game could go. This was Intel Evo presents Cricket Evolved.
All right, mine's charged up.
I like that mine takes longer. Gives me time to think.
I'll be at the pool.